Okay, so we just went over surfacing in the flat position. Now we're gonna move on to a T-joint in the horizontal position. So this is gonna be more typical of what you see out there in industry versus something that's in the flat. And so the very first thing we're gonna do with our angles, again, we'll grab our MIG gun. So our work angle, we're gonna wanna come in and slice this 90-degree in half. So our MIG gun should be coming in at a 45. So that's gonna be our work angle. And then for our travel angle, if I turn this around for us, we get ourselves a nice good work angle. So again, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna start from the left, work my way over to the right. I am gonna give it a slight drag angle, nothing too much, so I shouldn't be pointing all the way to the side. I wouldn't really come straight in at the weld. Give it a slight drag angle, about 10 to 15 degrees. And in this case, you know, if we're practicing, it's okay for you to do stringer beads, but for this demonstration video, I'm just gonna get right into a circular oscillation movement. So the very first thing you're going to want to do as you get situated to weld is you're going to want to get comfortable. So before you even put your helmet on, you know, go ahead and just see if leaning up against the table works for you. All right, if you're ever going to be welding for long periods of time, we want to make sure that we're in the most comfortable position, so that way, you know, at the end of the day, our arms aren't shaky, our back doesn't lock up, and we do something that's going to end up negatively affecting how our weld turns out. So a good thing that we can do is just grab our MIG gun, grab our project material, and go ahead and just do a couple practice runs. Make sure that you know that you can do this for an extended period of time, or if you're gonna do something short like this, just make sure that you can go from start to end without having to stop in the middle. Once you've done a couple dry runs, go ahead, grab your helmet, and just get right in it. All right, and so one thing you probably remember from SMAW is towards the end of our weld, we're gonna have a crater pop up on us. And so we wanna remember that at the very end of our weld, we wanna take a moment to kind of pause, fill in the crater, so that way it reduces the risk of any cracks forming once the weld is fully cooled down, and if there's any stress applied to it. And that is horizontal welding with GMAW.